So is AI actually killing human creativity? I mean, it's a huge question right now, isn't it?
It really is. It feels like more than just idle chatter now.
Definitely. You see AI making this incredibly detailed art, composing music, even writing whole chunks of text. It feels like a genuine, shake-up for anyone in a creative field.
A real moment of upheaval, yeah. We're all trying to figure out, okay, what does this mean for us, for what we do?
Exactly. And this technology, it's producing things that, sometimes look or sound remarkably close to what we've always thought of as uniquely human.
It forces you to ask some pretty fundamental questions, doesn't it? Is this just the next step for creativity, or is it something else, something that maybe undermines the whole idea?
Right. And to really get into the weeds on this, we've been focusing on this really insightful conversation with Dr. Mira Sen. She's an AI ethics researcher, a cultural critic.
Yeah, she's right there on the front lines of these debates.
And her perspective, it really helps cut through some of the, let's say, the hype and maybe some of the fear, too. It gives you a clearer picture of the actual arguments, the sort of surprising consequences, and just how complex this all is. Think of this as a way to get a solid handle on it all without getting totally overwhelmed.
And Dr. Sen offers a really balanced view, I think. She sees the incredible speed of it all, but she also keeps bringing it back to the human side, the messy parts of creating.
Our goal here really is to untangle this whole digital dilemma, I think that was her phrase, and figure out what it means. Is it innovation or is it invasion?
Good way to put it.
Okay, so traditionally creativity, that's been our thing, right? Humans, it's in paintings, music, stories. It feels core to who we are.
Absolutely. Deeply ingrained.
But now you've got these AI tools, ChatGPT writing stuff, Midjourney making these wild images, Sora doing video.
It's a completely different landscape now.
Total game changer. So are we automating art? Is that what's happening? Or is this somehow expanding it, making the definition bigger?
That's the core tension, you're right. And Dr. Sen laid it out really well. On one hand, you have the argument that AI is just another tool.
Like the camera was for painting, or the printing press.
Exactly like that. The idea that it could empower people, maybe those without traditional art skills, to, bring their ideas to life, open up new avenues.
That makes sense. You don't necessarily need years of, say, painting practice to visualize an idea anymore. But then Dr. Sen also flagged this concern about a potential flattening effect.
Yes.
That was interesting.
Because AI learns from all the stuff that's already out there, right? So could we end up just getting more of the same? A kind of endless remix culture that lacks, real originality. That spark.
That's the worry, that unique soul, maybe. And she put it, if it's constantly drawing on existing data, we risk creating this. She called it an echo chamber of style.
An echo chamber of style, I like that.
Yeah. AI learns patterns, it replicates them. And that could potentially stifle genuinely new, unexpected creative forms from emerging.
And that leads straight into this other massive, really thorny question. Who owns this stuff?
Oh boy. If an AI makes a song, who gets the credit? The algorithm. The person who typed the prompt. What about all the artists whose music it learned from?
And that's where our current legal systems are just scrambling to keep up.
Totally.
Dr. Sen pointed out, copyright law, it's built around a human creator. It doesn't really have neat boxes for AI and the user and the training data.
So we're in this kind of legal gray area.
A legal and moral limbo is how she described it, which feels about right.
It feels like more than just laws, though. There's a real ethical piece here, too, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Dr. Sen really highlighted how artists feel seeing their specific styles kind of copied by AI trained on their work, often without permission or pay. Their unpaid labor, she called it.
That's a huge point. It's not just about getting credit, is it? It's about respect for the actual process, the effort, the journey someone took to develop that style.
Precisely. It makes you think about fairness, compensation, how we value human artistic work in the first place.
Yeah, if an AI can mimic an artist's style so easily, what does that mean for their livelihood? For being recognized for what makes them unique?
It's deep. No easy answers there. And Dr. Sen was also really honest, surprisingly so, about her own feelings. As someone who works with words and ideas.
That really struck me too.
She admitted feeling, sometimes genuinely challenged, maybe even a bit threatened by how fast AI can churn out content.
That honesty is important, I think. It shows the human side of reacting to this change. She made this great distinction between AI's speed and efficiency and the often, messy lived reality that fuels human creativity, the the struggle, the doubt, the emotions, even things like heartbreak or wrestling with your identity.
Things AI doesn't really feel.
Right. Her phrase was brilliant. AI currently mimics structure, not struggle.
Wow. Mimic structure, not struggle. That really captures it.
Doesn't it?
But okay, there's another side emerging too. We're seeing artists who aren't fighting it, but are actually embracing AI.
Yes, definitely. Seeing it as a collaborator, a new instrument in the orchestra almost.
Like composing with code, not just hitting generate. Not cheating, but co-creating.
That's the more, perhaps, optimistic view. And Dr. Sen acknowledged that potential too. The exciting possibilities when it's a partnership.
Augmentation, not replacement.
Exactly. She stressed that word, augmentation, enhancing human creativity. The danger, she warned, is when we start prioritizing sheer convenience over genuine creative intention.
Oh, okay. So it's about how we use it, the intent behind it.
Precisely. Because when that intention is there, when you combine human instinct, human intuition with the speed or processing power of AI.
Is that what happens?
Well, Dr. Sen suggested we could see some wild and beautiful outcomes, using AI to explore creative territories we maybe couldn't even reach before on our own.
So it's not just a threat, it could be a launchpad too.
It could be. Shifting the view from AI as a competitor to AI as potentially a really powerful collaborator, unlocking new forms of expression.
This makes me think, though, about the future, like way down the line. Dr. Sen asked this really thought-provoking question.
Which one was that?
Looking ahead, say, 10 years. How will kids understand creativity? Will they think of it as this deeply human thing we do? Or just something machines generate?
That's a sobering thought, isn't it?
It is. If we're not careful about how we integrate AI, how we talk about what creativity is, could future generations just see it as, a button you press?
Yeah. The risk is devaluing the human effort, the struggle, the journey involved in making something new, if the output is all that matters.
She offered a hopeful path too, right?
She did. She suggested that if we really emphasize that creativity is about the process, the exploration, the discovery, the why not just the final product,
Then AI doesn't have to replace us?
then maybe AI just becomes another tool, another canvas, as she put it. A powerful one, sure, but one that we wield with purpose and intention.
It puts the responsibility back on us then.
Absolutely, to shape that understanding, to, and I loved this phrase, preserve the sacred weirdness of being human, even as technology races ahead.
Secret weirdness. That's good. Okay, so boiling it all down, the key takeaway seems to be that AI isn't just changing our tools.
No, it's deeper than that.
It's potentially changing our whole understanding of what it even means to be creative. It's, as Dr. Sen put it, possibly shaping our soul.
That sums it up powerfully. It's fundamental stuff.
Which brings us, and you listening, to a really crucial question to ponder, maybe.
Yeah, what's that?
What story do we want to tell about creativity in this new era? Are we going to let the algorithms write that story for us?
Or are we going to actively choose how we engage, how we use these tools to amplify the human element, not diminish it?
That's definitely something worth thinking about. So let's all try to stay curious, keep asking these questions, think critically.
And keep creating.
And keep creating, exactly, in whatever way feels real and meaningful to you.